Fender Telecaster. Is it real? Is it fake? Is it a parts caster? Stay tuned and find out. This is exactly how I saw the guitar. I saw the Fender logo. I saw the $900 price tag at my buddy's pawn shop, and it caught my attention. And I went, hey, wait a second, something's different about that headstock. There's nothing but Fender on it. And it appeared that it may have been made in Mexico, which sometimes if the serial number says made in Mexico, and there's some people sand the headstocks off and put a new decal on. The decal job was excellent on this, and I noticed the edges are a little roughed up, but it looks professionally done, the decal. Anyway, I don't see any lines on it, you know, where they would cut it out and then, you know, not level off the fretboard. It's completely leveled. You cannot feel that decal. With the plug on it where the truss rod is, that makes it look more made in Mexico. So that's the possibility. I thought, well, okay, $900 made in Mexico, that's a brand new price. But then I looked down at the body and I saw that's a weird configuration. But well, of course, he had handed it to me at this point, and I noticed there's what looks like a DiMarzio, probably replacement pickup. This pick guard is not original, and it's been cut on. Weird knob. This, of course, configuration is turned around. A lot of people do this anyway, and do the volume tone like that. You know, it keeps them from hitting it. But that's just kind of a personal preference. Then I turned it over and noticed that on a Telecaster with a belly cut, you know, and look at those string frills, perfectly straight. So it wasn't some kit, you know, made out of some kit. Back of the headstock, vintage tuners. No sign that there was ever a serial number on this. So I was thinking partscaster. I did not purchase this from the pawn shop. I just said, let me take it home and document it. And it looks like I'm going to have to take this thing apart to closely assess what it actually is. Okay, check out the authenticity on this. The first thing we're going to do is pop the neck off, and let's see if we can identify the neck. I'm thinking it could possibly, the profile on it feels very close to Mexico made. You know, that it doesn't feel American made, because American made ones are slightly wider and slightly thicker. And this could be a Squire. I'm starting to think that it's a higher end Squire, because there's no way to guess the year. The body with the carve in here makes it look like a contemporary Telecaster. So, let me get these off. Okay, it says SCE Tele HH. All right. As you can see there, hopefully this camera picks that up. SCG Tele HH. This is a contemporary Tele neck. I wish I could see the year. This is pretty much a late model. I've seen this before because I part out guitars on eBay. Now, since I've kind of identified it, did some research, this is a contemporary Squier Telecaster neck. You can almost see that little bit of red paint. This headstock was painted red, and this decal sanded off, and I'm trying to get some light on it. It was such a good job. I can't see the lines around it. Whoever did the decal did an excellent job, and a little bit of wear around the edges. I was thinking road worn Tele, but this is China made. You know, I should have known by the frets on it. The frets look definitely Squier. I didn't quite pick that up. So I'm guessing that this body matches the neck. They go hand in hand together, I'm sure. But let's take this apart and see what's under the hood here, because we got some funny stuff going on there too. We've already assessed and we already know what this thing pretty much is. This is a contemporary Squier Telecaster. Somebody changed the pick guard, changed the pickups out, and did some of their own custom work to it, which is fine. I mean, if you're going to do custom work on a guitar, definitely do it on a cheaper one. This is not a $900 guitar, though. What the pawn shop was thinking it was USA or Mexico made. It isn't either. This is one of the China or Indonesian made Squiers. A little higher end, very good finish on this. Even though it has a couple scratches, it's got a very good finish on it. All right, let's see what kind of nightmare we're gonna lift up here. What do we got going here? It sure does fit tight. Oh, yeah. Blind didn't see that last one. No, oh good. Ha! Okay, only this pickup worked. Now I see why. It looks like they took some shielding off. This is a KD pickup. KD, yeah. This is a Squier pickup. They changed the pick guard and then cut it to fit. I get it. That's kind of cool. That's definitely Squier work, though. Not that it's bad. I mean, they do pretty good work. Well, the neck pickup didn't work. The only thing that worked is the volume, and this pickup, the tone, wasn't hooked up. I plugged it in there, and I said somebody's been messing with this, or this is a partscaster build. It's not a partscaster build, sort of. It's an altered neck partscaster build. Looks like tone is completely unhooked. Oh, the switch doesn't even have any wires on it. So, looks like we got some decent pots on it. That's pretty much Squier. That's import stuff. Yeah. So it needs the wires hooked back up the way it's supposed to go. So it's got a different. This is a replacement pickup here, and it looks a little older, you can tell. So we'll just take this apart. That is a smaller deal there. This will be just about as fast as changing the bed out on my drill. I'm pretty fast at taking screws out. I do this all day. Probably fast forward here and there. That is a DiMarzio pickup made in the USA. Nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so my assessment on this guitar is we got some I'm gonna have to just put a replacement pickup back in it. I'll just put a chrome covered pickup in it and wire it back to normal. I'll probably shoot another video on me actually doing that. But anyway, this is I would say a max $325 guitar, even with the fake decal on it. This is a Squire, at least. I mean, it's not that bad as long as you disclose it, that you put a Fender decal on a Squire. But they sanded the headstock. I didn't see any sign that there was any red on it, because it was painted red. There's just a little right there. If you hit that with a little sandpaper, then I would have been really puzzled. But when they paint these red, they paint that whole, they even paint that little insert there, that plastic insert they put in these. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment. I'll shoot another video later, and we'll see what we come up with this thing and what I'm going to do. Probably just return it, put it back together and return it to the guy, or I don't know how much money he's got in it. He may sell it to me. But thanks for watching. Have a good one.